Say it with me, for we walk by faith, not by sight. Hey guys, just a quick kind of warning. The audio in this one's not good. I say it in the video as well, and you can see I'm doing my edit here. I left my microphone at home. I got half an hour away from the house. It's raining. There's a lot of traffic, and traffic was increasing because it was getting later in the day. And I realized my microphones weren't there. Oh no, what do I do? So I put my media mod on my GoPro, right? And then I did the front facing microphone, and then when I started editing, I boosted the audio a bit so you can hear me, but it's not great. It's a bit blended in with the exhaust noise and stuff, so you can hear what I say, at least on my computer speakers here. You can hear it. This one's not great.
Hey guys, John with Cheap Old Cars and Culture. We're out on a bit of a rainy kind of day, taking the Bullitt out for a drive. I'm going to talk about Mustangs versus Corvettes. Obviously Corvette's a better car. I'm not saying that that Mustang's better in any way. I'm having thoughts. I really want a C5 Vette. I'm not even going fast. I've already caught the truck that I waited forever to go down the road. Hey, he's turning. That's awesome. While we're here, while we're going slow, we got the hat. This is the retro cheap old cars. I can't reach it down the floor. I've got one of the other ones. Wearing one of my shirts. You're only going to see me wearing my brand stuff now. It's all cheap old cars. I got this one. Goodness. Something popped up and hit the side of the car. That's not good. I'll check that out in a minute. Anyway. Yeah, I ran off from home to film today. I completely forgot my microphone, so I'm on the media mod front one, and I can see that it's picking up audio. I just hope it's loud enough. I'm trying to talk a little extra loud just in case. So, you know, I've talked about it a little bit before. I really want a C5 Vette. C5 Z06, I mean, I take a base C5, but, you know, C5 Z06 or like a, let's say, slow down a little bit for this corner. It's wet out, and my tires don't do well on the wet. Even if there's like not water to move out of the way, these tires just don't do great on slick surfaces. Not many tires do, but you know, whatever. But like, I'd love a C5 Z06 or like a C6 Z51 or something like that. That'd be a cool car to have. I want something that absolutely rips through the corners. I'm not really a drag racer guy. Like, you know, people build all these crazy cool cars, and they're awesome. Don't get me wrong, they're awesome. But when I see people throwing, you know, a supercharger on top of an iron block up front and everything, it's like you're taking away from what could be a cornering car. Because I'm all about, especially like in the front, there's a big crow, adding lightness, right? So taking things away, making them lighter, or at least not adding to them. That's a Sharpie. I can't go really fast through that corner because we're coming here to a little town. That otherwise would be a very good corner. But yep, little town of Rudy, Arkansas. So anyway, man, I hope that truck goes right, not left up the road I want to go up. I have a problem. I know those cars corner better. I know they have better turn in, even a base coupe, right? It's gonna have, please don't scrape. Oh, that was rough. It's gonna have better turn in. I think I bent. I did. Well, poo. When I first put my camera up here on the outside window, I thought that I had it far enough away from the windshield wiper that it wouldn't interfere and hit. It hit the windshield. I think I bent my windshield wiper. Hopefully I didn't bend the arm. If I did, it's not that big of a deal. That stuff's easy to replace. Hey, there's no one coming from the left or from the right. Heck yeah. Let's do it. We might have a little bit of a clean path up this road. I came out this road once already. And there was just lots of cars in front of me, so I couldn't do much. I can't do much now, but I can push it a little bit. Here's a problem I run into. I think I might put an actual GPS up on this one. I'm going like 5 over the speed limit. There's There's another corner right here. Ooh, I did not get the RPMs up enough to heel and toe that. I went to heel and toe, I just didn't get the RPMs up enough. A little bit of a rough downshift. My problem is, and I keep kind of getting to it, like wanting a C5 Z06, or I definitely meant that windshield wiper. I've got ADD, geez. Anyway, leaves are pretty. The problem I run into is I'm not really going to go much faster than this. And somebody had asked me to make a video of like comparing a Mach 1 versus a Bullitt. This has stiffer springs on it and stuff, but it still has the the Bullitt. There was a tree in the road when I came up here. Last time I need to watch out for that. Anyway, I'll tell you right now. Like, so the Mach 1 versus like a Bullitt, because a Bullitt has stiffer springs, and then I have even lower. So let's say Mach 1 versus a Bullitt on H&R Super Sports, right? I gotta slow down a little bit through here too. This is another little community. This car corners more confidently and flatter. I know the Bullitt has an aluminum block, but the head's up high. You can feel the higher center of gravity. When you're in a corner, when you're loading up the suspension, you can feel the car wanting to kind of lean towards that front outside. And the Bullitt here, I turn into a corner and it's just nice and flat. It's surprising. I think more people need to drive these cars that are into corners. If you're a drag racer, you're not going to like it. Okay, I'm going to slow down right here. Okay. When I come through that way, I hit something under the car, one of my a cross member or subframe connectors or something. It was rough. I'll slow down a bit here, get third. Okay, there's part of a branch in the road that's been run over. And so that's kind of my comparison. Mach 1 versus Mach 1's obviously quicker in a straight line, but I prefer to drive the Bullitt through stuff like this because it just feels more planted, firmer, and feels like it rotates better. Let's get back to the Corvette thing because I'm spasticking all over the place here. My problem is if I got a C5 Corvette or a C6 Corvette, I'm not really going to come out here and go any faster than this. I don't want a big fat ticket. I don't want to go to jail, right? The speed limit on this road is 55, and I'm pushing that a little bit, yeah. Down through here, like there's one, a couple driveways, nothing crazy, but there's driveways. There's people that live out here, and there's other people that drive down this road. Now, again, if it was like one of those canyon roads out in California where, bump in the middle of that one. If it was one of those canyon roads where there's no drives, no driveways, no crossroads, not much other traffic outside of other people that are doing sporty stuff, yeah, I'd go faster, right? So that's kind of what I'm limited to. Like, does what a Corvette can do over what this car can do? And obviously, it's going to be better. Now, I will say, like a C5 base coupe is only like 100 to 130 pounds lighter than this car. And then the C5 Z06 is about 200 pounds lighter than this car. That's not a ton. I can lose 100 pounds. But that's going to, I'm going to be the same in either car. The Corvette's obviously going to have the better weight distribution. It's about 2% different. Whereas this is like, what are these? The Corvette's like 51.49, and these are like 54, 43 or something, or 47, sorry, 54.47, something like that. Or it might be closer to 54.46. I don't know exactly. Obviously, the Corvettes have better weight distribution. When you sit in them, you sit near the rear, and all those things, right? Like, I get that. That corner's a little bit dry, so I can push through a little harder. I'm not really pushing hard through the corners either because it's wet. I don't want to do something dumb. But that's the whole thing. Like, if I was out in a C5, I really wouldn't be going any faster than this. This car feels great. I really want to drive one. I really want to drive a Vette and compare kind of at the speeds I'm going to drive at, right? Okay, that wasn't so bad. I thought that train track was going to be pretty bad. This car is really good. with what I've done to it, obviously it's modded, right? It's obviously modded, but with what I've done to it, and for what it is, and for how much money I've got into it, all those things. I'm not saying, oh, this is a $100,000 corner car or whatever, or can beat cars like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it ain't bad. Oh, geez. That was a horrible downshift. Horrible. I'm embarrassed. That guy was almost over in my lane. The problem is, I've been out driving the green car, and it has a completely different clutch take-up point than this one, and I'm having trouble learning back to this one. Oh well. Typically I do better. Man, I really bent that windshield wiper. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run up here. Oh, it's starting to rain a little bit out here again, so I don't have much grip. I'm going to run up here, I'm going to turn right, go through a little set of some pretty sharp corners. There's a church up here. I'll turn around there, run back through this thing, take the cameras off, and then head back home. But yeah, like I don't know. Everyone says it's a completely different car. You can't compare the two. It's a completely different class of thing. It's so much better, so much better. And my real thinking on this is, on this road out here, on this road I'm driving, how is it that much better? I'm comfortable. I'm going through the corners at speeds faster than anyone else out here. Would I be going faster in a Corvette? Not in a straight line. Oh, easy there. That corner was a little wet. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I am. Maybe I get in a C5 Vette with some decent tires on it. Nothing like, not like 100 tread wear or something that's super sticky, but 200, 250, 80 somewhere. These tires I got on this car are 320 tread wear, so that's not a sticky tire. But maybe I get out and I am going through the corners faster. The whole thing is, one of the biggest improvements I made to this car. Obviously, the Bullitt sway bars are great. They're great for the weight of the car and everything. And it has the H&R Super Sport springs, which are, honestly, I love them. They're a little too low. They are a little too low. They're more for looks. The race springs are a little stiffer and a little taller, and that would be better. You're going to have less compromise in terms of your suspension travel, less compromise in terms of your ground, clearance to the road and everything. I know independent rear suspension. I fully understand mid-corner camber on an independent rear suspension. Like, that is going to make a huge difference in your cornering grip on exit. But I don't know if that much money is worth it over what this car can already do. That was a little better, not great. I let off a little bit going that corner because I know there's that bump there. This one's smoother, so I can go a little faster and come out of it a little bit harder. But yeah, that other corner, there's that bump into it, and that can really mess you up. My downshifts on this drive, the heel and toe has been absolutely atrocious. Like I said, I got used to doing the green car. I've been doing some drives that I haven't filmed, right? And I got really used to that car. Now I'm out in this one for the first time in a while, and like I said, the clutch take-up point's in a different spot, and I'm not getting my timings down. Bump here. That wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. If you have soft springs, that bump right back there can actually put a hurt on you. Taking it easy because the road's wet. I've definitely gone faster through here, but then I'm like, I'm not going slow either, right? Way easy on the exit of that one. It's a bit off camber. The corner is cambered and it just drops right back, and it can mess you up. Guys, that was a rambling thing. I don't know. I hope that's gonna be good enough. If it's not, you're not gonna see it. Anyway, I am gonna cut this off. About to pull into a parking lot here and shed these cameras, get them turned off and everything, and then head back home and start editing, so this video can come out tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. If I'm an idiot, tell me I'm an idiot. Like, I don't know. I got a little bit of FOMO, I guess. I just want to know if that car really is that much better at doing what I'm doing. I guess that if that makes any sense. Is I'm out here, I do a thing. I kind of keep it respectful of the people that live out here, right? I don't go crazy fast. I'm not pushing through the corners hard enough to where if I did something wrong, I'm going to get way out of line and wreck and cause other people hardship. That's not what I'm after. And you know, maybe at the speeds I drive, a better car it's just wasted money. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel right now, but I really want to drive one to know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed my crazy goofy ramblings and getting distracted by leaves. Check out the merch store. The link is in my bio on YouTube. It's on my Instagram as well, which is Cheapo Cars. I think it's Cheapo Cars and Culture now. But yeah, links in the YouTube bio. I'll have the link in the video description as well. Eventually, I'm close to the subscriber count to have a shop button that will pop up on the videos when I'm showing the shirts. That's what I want to get to, because like I've said before, the YouTube thing is a business, and I need to try to pay bills with it and make money doing it. So if you want to support the channel, hop out there and buy a shirt. I'm not begging or anything, but like, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a business out of it and have fun with cars, and within that also help create a better car culture than what a lot of the young people are seeing these days. Yeah, that's a big thing too. We'll talk about that more later. So I'll see you guys in the next one.